past week was online PAX. So this is my PAX, just the PAX, kind of a catch up because now it's over. Online PAX is over. So this is me talking about what I've seen. Come on. Yes! 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 I did it! You can see the ticker up there in the corner. The countdown is 0000 because it's over. PAX Online is now over. They had their Omegathon, which they always do, and that's always the closing ceremony type thing, and it's over. So here we are. So anyway, so I'm going to talk about PAX. Okay, so this is my PAX panel. PAX, just the PAX. You've been those who are old enough. Remember Dragnet? Ma'am, just the facts. So I'm like PAX, just the PAX. So first off, a little bit of history. I thought it'd be nice to have a little history because I knew that some folks hadn't really know what PAX is. So PAX stands for Penny Arcade Expo. It's a gaming convention. It started here in Seattle back in 2004. Jerry Holkins and Mike Kukulik are both artist and writer for a webcomic called Penny Arcade. They've been doing that since November of 1998. Hey, Eva, how's it going? And I think you were peaking. What do you mean? Mine's too loud, my microphone? Before I get started, I'll make sure my microphone's set up right. Peaking as in my sound? Or is it because I have it set up where it's cartoid again, and sometimes if I turn away, it doesn't hear me? I'm too far out of zone. Okay, anyway, so try this. Okay, so let me know if you guys can't hear me. So anyways, so Penny Arcade Expo, it started back in 2004. But let's go back before that, okay? It isn't super crunchy. Maybe it's just me. You know what's funny is I was playing a game today and I wasn't even talking, and my teammates told me to turn my mic off because I was having some kind of feedback, some kind of. Let me go back to here again, okay? How's this? Is this still crunchy? Does it sound kind of strange? Oh my goodness. I've not been streaming for a while and all of a sudden it all goes bad. It all goes bad. It all goes bad. It all goes bad. It all I don't know, it sounds bad. Okay. Is it just me, guys? Okay, I'm going to clip it. All right, anyway, so right. Start over again. This is a card that I can clip this, okay? Penny Arcade Expo started in 2004, okay? Now, let's go back up a little bit. Penny Arcade is a webcomic started in 1998 by Jerry Holkins and Mike Kukulik. Both of them wanted to attend a show that was exclusively about gaming. I mean, E3 was out there, but it was more of a retailer, the devs and the buyers, so to speak, not the actual fans could go to it. So 2004 in Bellevue, Washington, sorry, 2004, yes. Bellevue, Washington, they started their first PAX. First, they turned it to PAX later on. It used to be called Penny Arcade Expo, now called PAX, okay? 2007, they moved it to Seattle because it was getting so big. And so it became PAX Prime when they created PAX East in Boston in 2010. And eventually they called it PAX West because they didn't want to make the other PAXs feel so, I guess, lesser. Because PAX Prime makes it everyone's not Prime. So 2013, PAX Australia started. So PAX East is in March in Boston, Australia's in July. PAX South was in San Antonio in January 2015. And then PAX Unplugged in 2017 is in Philadelphia, November, and it's more board games. Okay, so online PAX, you see here what I've been working on, is because of COVID, they canceled PAX West, but they also canceled PAX Australia. And there's another thing over in London called the Eurogamer Expo. They also got canceled, and so therefore they put them all together into these 24/9 online gaming. So if you watched all their content, you ran through voices that came from the States, you heard voices that came from Australia, you had voices you heard coming from Europe, mainly England, the UK. So it was very interesting. Like the UK people were actually giving away prizes because Virgin Media was giving away stuff, but you had to live in the UK to win. So didn't win anything, okay? So I spent 24/9 all days, driving home from California, 13 hours last Friday before PAX started up. It was a long day on the road, but I got home. And the next day, Saturday, I went into my chair and started watching. So like on Saturday, I watched opening session, the Q&A with the Penny Arcade people. Gearbox Entertainment had an hour-long thing talking about their games that are coming up. Not really anything interesting. And Sid Meier's memoir. I love Sid Meier and all his games, and so all these different things I did. But I also tried a bunch of demos. So that each day, I would check the schedule out. I would watch a little bit of panels, and then I would play different demos. So all day long for the last couple of days, except for Thursday when I actually did work. And Yoshi says I only watch a little bit of the Twitch and some devs playing their games. Yeah, so that was nice thing about the Eurogamer, the UK people. They play a lot of the indie games, so it's kind of nice there. Yep, Sid Meier, I have all of his Civilization games. I played all of his Railroad games. I played a ton of his games, and so therefore I'm a big Sid Meier's fan. My youngest daughter and her husband are in the game industry, and so I told them there's just one goal, guys. I want to meet Sid Meier someday. He's on the East Coast though, so I don't know. So anyways, I did get a chance. I played 42 different demos. Mind you, there were a lot more demos to try, but I chose not to. I don't know if they're still here or not. If you get to PAX Online, you can check out here the games. There you go. So here are all the games that they were showing up, okay? Whether they're streaming it, trying different games, you can see it because it took 105 hours worth of content here. Trying different games. And I did not download demo all of them because I did not want to. I was not interested in a building mod that was me building hell and trying to beat Satan at a worst hell. I'm sorry. I was not going to do a game that was based around horror and erotica. Sorry, not doing it. And some other games I'm just not fans of. So I didn't do everything. So I just did try 42 different demos. So that was my goal, my plan, is to try these games out, okay? And so I thought I would do is I would talk about the games I did try and see. Oh, by the way, I did watch Acquisitions Incorporated too, okay? Hey, Chris, how's it going? So all the streams are on YouTube now, on their Twitch channel too. If you go to Twitch PAX, Twitch PAX 2, Twitch PAX 3, you'll find all the VODs for all the streams, okay? For all the stuff going on out there. So you haven't lost for not watching it. One of the panels I thought was really good was a panel from MMORPG people. Okay, it was Stephen Sharif from Ashes of Creation, John Smedley from Amazon Game Studio, but not doing New World, Chris Perkins from Pantheon, and J. Todd Coleman from Crowfall. It was a really good panel about the future of MMORPG games, and so it was well done. I thought. I appreciate it very much. Okay, there are a lot of different streams out there. You can check it out. So here, if you want to, you can. There's a Discord that was kind of fun. I didn't know Discord could do some of the things you could do here. That's kind of cool. But again, my main thing is when I go to PAX, I want to try the games. Okay, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, the Actions Incorporated playing D&D. I don't mind the Megathons. Kind of fun watching them play old games or new games. I don't mind, obviously they raise a ton of money for Child's Play. I don't mind the other thing they do here, whether it's the tournaments or whatnot, but I'm here for the games. Panels too, but mainly I'm there for the games. And so that's why I spent my time watching or playing these games. December 12th to 20th, today's the last day, obviously. 24 hours, 9 days. Welcome home. They even have an indie showcase, okay? So that was kind of nice. So, what did I try? I took all of my notes here, and I thought myself, what games did I actually try and like, okay? One of the ones that I thought hit me the most, okay? And this is what I thought, you try a game you don't know. We'll go back to going under in a minute, okay? I want to talk about this game. There's a game called Black Skylands. This game I thought was kind of cool. And I played over an hour and a half of this. Okay, and I wasn't done. I figured I need to get stopped doing this. Some demos were short. Okay, some demos were timed, like say an hour. But this demo kept going on and on. And so I played this game. You can see resume. Okay, I've been playing this game for a while now, you know. And it's interesting is the way you can move and shoot. Okay, I mean just overall top down. I'm not really a big fan of top down games, but you know. Wait a minute, what was the button to smash? Crap. I forget now what the the idea is you can craft and build, okay? What happens is the storyline is that this spaceship, this airship, so to speak, you're on, got destroyed by enemies. You gotta rebuild. So you can see the smashing here. So I cleared debris, and what I did over here was I built a farm to plant seeds. Okay, I cleared this out so I could build something. What I can build here? Let's see. Factory, garden, ranch. I need some aluminum plywood. So it's a building game. In that regards, because you have to clean up the destruction. I did do this part of the game where I actually did the go find someone to help start the ball rolling. And again, there's a way of shooting this gun, you know, I can shoot, you know. Also, where's the... Wait, there's a... Oh my goodness. Shoot. Oh no! No! Oh, it was shift, okay. Gungden and Stardew Valley. Maybe. It's definitely an RPG. I mean, you're playing a character. You know, right now I don't know where I'm at anymore. It's been a while. I never really played Gungden. You know, like here's a friend. Jim. What's the button to smash? What's the button to smash? What's that? Oh, it's that, okay. But you can smash stuff, okay. One way you collect things. I played this, but maybe like Firefall, Stardew Valley. I played Stardew Valley a little bit. It does have, I see how people talk about that being similar to that. It was intriguing. Let me do this, Kate. Let me go back to I'll show you better this game. Let's go to the store page, okay? Got alert POG. Let's take a look at this is the page, okay? You have airships. These islands are in the air. It is a shooting game. You got traverse, do stuff. You gotta take back that which was destroyed. Oh, lost. Anyways, I said I played over an hour and a half of this game. This is how much I liked it, just demoing it. And it was interesting. I'm not really a top-down player, but this was intriguing. The one boss fight I did took me a while to get it done, okay, but I finally did it. It says coming in 2020, fourth quarter. Explore the endless skies. Fight the merciless marauders and sky pirates. Gather unique weapons and mods. And when you need to rest, return to your father's ship to expand your base and craft tools to help you on your journey. But be on your guard and remember, Sky is always hungry. So, plan release date Q4 2020. Okay, so it's from Tiny Build. That's one game. Okay, another game I liked. I'll say I'm gonna try to play this game. I'll demo it either tonight or tomorrow. But my plan is the next couple of days is to play some of the games and show you guys. The other game I liked was called Hammer Team. Now, this is a company I hadn't heard of before. Now, Hammer Team, apparently, if you go to the store page, okay, it's an hour-long demo. Team 17, I never heard of. They're around for 30 years. They're from the UK.
Beneath fields of strife and war, we fed the forge since days of yore.
I'm Linda, and I'm the CEO of Warpzone Studios.
I'm Anders, and I'm a co-founder and programmer at Warpzone.
Well, it started, me and my husband Fredrik, we have been talking about starting our own game studio for years, but it's a scary thing to do. But then when we worked for 10 years for other studios, we thought we should do this. Warpzone, we want to be a studio that make good quality strategy games, and we want to have fun while we do it and not overwork anyone.
Yeah, just focusing on making really good, high quality strategy games, basically.
I think early access fits very well for games in this genre. The thing is, these games aren't really a fixed frame and then you're done. You can expand upon them indefinitely, but to do that in the right direction.
Manage dwarven mining colony in the unexplored mountains of Mara. As the war rages in the overworld, you will need to craft, explore, and fight as you provide your allies with the finest weapons and gear to assist the war against evil. So, again, this is one of those games that I enjoyed playing. It's an hour-long demo, and I have something fun with it. I obviously am not a big Minecraft person, but I have played Minecraft. I have played Starbound. I have played a lot of different games that are building games. And this game reminds me of a building game, but also there's a bigger overarching story because you have to help furnish the war effort going on in the overworld, because if you do lose, you're going to be a problem. You can see here I have early access to continue. If I continue, though, my game ran out, okay? So to do a new game. So I say I enjoyed... can't continue? Timer ran out, though. I don't know why I'll be able to get back in again. There weren't a lot of, I call it AAA games listed or shown during PAX this time. I'm not sure why. I mean, I know that Gearbox was there, or at least they had a panel for it. Okay, I have 2 minutes to go, I guess, okay. Let me pause it, okay? Oh, and pause. So you can see here, you basically are creating, you go mine stuff, okay, like granite and copper and whatnot, and you can eventually build yourself a foundry, a quarry, yourself a cave farm, or like lots of different things you can build, okay? You know, and so basically you go exploring too, you get points for exploring. See here, my 3 dwarves are down here in the bottom. You know, they were in the process of mining this, but I was running out of time. I had a demo timer was only 60 minutes, so anyways, another fun game. I'll try that another night too. Another game I liked was called Rift Breaker. Now, mind you, I used to play some of the older Command and Conquer games. I didn't really play StarCraft very much, or even Warcraft in the early days, but I did play some of these kind of. Hey, Sean, how's it going? And so this game is called Rift Breaker. Again, you're playing like a
Riftbreaker Ashley, please report.
base building
Begin
strategy.
field-based setup.
That's an RPG. It's a live command and conquer. It's like StarCraft. It's like
Good morning,
Warcraft.
Mr. Riggs.
Good morning, Ashley.
We should go out and explore the area.
For mobs to meet you, and build up to get to the point where you can actually do
There's a
things.
large hostile infestation nearby.
Kill it before it kills us.
So it's fun. I had fun playing this game.
We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Let's place it close to a carbonium deposit.
It's one of those things where it's like I have yet to.
Transfer complete. Base is under attack.
We're ready for them.
Thank you, Chris.
Ashley, use the rift portal to jump to the mighty base.
Is that better?
Rift jump successful.
Hey, Godfuzz. This isn't WoW. That's correct. That's the thing, right? So part of all these games were wonderful to play and try out during PAX Online and demo games. They kind of fit to games I have played in the past. I want to play, and so yeah, that's one thing I need to do. I need to resub to WoW because next month Shadowlands comes out, and that's going to be interesting playing that. But anyways, that's Riftbreaker. It's a base building survival game with action RPG elements. You are an elite scientist commando inside an advanced mecha suit capable of dimensional rift travel. Hack and slash countless enemies, build up your base, collect samples, and research new inventions to survive. Okay? Now, the next game I liked was kind of a cool game. It's a reverse on the actual siege type of thing, okay? This one's different because you're the guy in the castle trying to rebuild the castle, but you can actually then withstand part 2 of the sieges. The guy comes in and he smashes your castle, and you guys are pretty much down and out, but you may come back. You have to rebuild your castle. So it's a building strategy game, but in this case you're the reverse. Instead of trying to take down a castle, you're the one repairing the castle. Blood and gore, huh? You're clearly not those two guys. These walls can't fall. That's true. It's only an intro video. So here's someone playing the video from PAX Online. This is a replay of people playing it, but you can see here you're in the middle of the keep. You have to rebuild. You're having to rebuild to try to craft and get stuff. You can sneak down into the main city at night, while it's being sieged, so you can get some stuff. You're slowly building up, to get back in the game. So it's kind of fun, Another game I thought was kind of cool was Cataclysm, and a play on the word. It's definitely like a trading card game type of game. That fuzz is lurking.
You thought you could control us. You thought we would bow down before your will. Now run.
It's got some action RPG elements to it, as well as being a card type of game where you can play cards to do stuff, and you slowly collect cards and you level up too. Kind of different take on both genres. Think about it. The action, the cards is turn-based, but the other stuff is you walk around like a regular action RPG. So face the four horsemen in Apocalypse in epic card battles. Cataclysm Shards of the Four is a procedurally generated collectible card game mixed with action RPG elements. Select creature and spell cards throughout your journey and unleash their power if anyone opposes you. So yeah, that has on my maybe yes list. Another one, I mentioned this is called number 2, Castle Storm 2. This one was the only, well, there were several I think in Epic, but this was an Epic demo. I actually had to pull up Epic, not Steam, on this one. So if I go to my library, I go to Castle Storm demo. I should go to the web page for this. Now I think about it. It's not going to help you much. I call it a fun game. It's on sale right now. I like the fact that the game is like the guy is like kind of snarky a little bit, you know. In my turn, other factions take money. Okay, let's explore. So I need to explore a little bit more. Where's my guy at?
Huh?
There he is. Right? Is that him?
We move.
Fog of War going away. Oh, what's this? In my turn.
Come forth, my allies.
I claim.
This way.
Battle. Wait, attack. Dragons will be dragon slayers. Retreat. Strike them. Come on, attack them. Charge!
Shall prevail.
I don't want to play this. I got.
Troops are waiting for orders. Fall like flies. Send reinforcements. Excellent. Fine marksmanship.
This guy is being stabbed, man. How many, Wave 2, huh? I don't understand why it's not working with the other thing.
Fall like flies. Bullseye.
Man, my finger's getting tired of. Oh man, no, there's not. They're on a 2-week hiatus. Victory. All right. Anyways, we got to this game. Got to the page itself. Okay.
We have triumphed.
We have the awesome Kennethan show. That's where you go. Let me go to the actual page on Epic for this. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I really wanted to show you guys what the Castle Storm. I think it's called number 2. You know, like number 2. So here it is. Okay, here's the trailer for it.
Here for today's lesson, Sir Gavin, Protector of the Realm.
Man the ballista as we fire upon that soldier of stone. With javelins? Nay, fight Rockman with rocks. Man. When not heroically obliterating evil yourself, summon the best cannon for... I mean, brave kingdom soldiers. Just be careful where you aim, especially with spells. Focus your efforts on destroying the enemy's stronghold, all while never taking your eye off the status of your own castle. Holy sheep!
So, it's pretty cool, okay? I mean, I gotta admit. So, 23rd is coming out. 17th on sale right now. Okay, $17, okay? Wow, how are they in this genre? I'm back. I don't know. I didn't know the Castle Storm 1. You know, another game that was interesting was called Drone Swarm, and this one was interesting because you basically have as drones and you kind of smash them through stuff. Okay, the drones themselves.
32,000 drones in this fast-paced strategy adventure. Draw attack paths, and a part of the swarm will execute the order, destroying everything in its way. Orchestrate multiple attacks in fast succession, and the swarm will follow. The swarm can also protect. Draw defensive walls to block incoming attacks. But be careful, large walls leave fewer drones for counterattacks. Only deploy them where you really need them. On your journey, you'll gain upgrades for your mothership, and new abilities for your swarm. Learn to smash asteroids into enemies. Trap them in your walls. Devour their ships, and much more. But beware of enemies countering your tactics. Wall-busting torpedoes, shielded ships, and shockwave emitters that can disable your drones. You'll need to constantly adapt your tactics on your journey to find New Earth. Drone Swarm. Wishlist us now on Steam.
It's true. I had to adapt my tactics, you know, so it's a very tried and true genre found on a lot of Flash games. Okay. You're referring to the Castle Storm one? Another game was Dreamscaper Prologue. This is interesting in the fact that when you're asleep, you're in this world fighting. When you're awake, you're not. It's all in a dream. It's interesting. I just don't know where, again, what's it going to take me to. I mean, it's entertaining the way they do the fights and way you're doing things, right? It's all kind of cool, but like, what is the ultimate goal? Face your nightmares. These are easy to fight. The boss ones are hard to take out. Epic try Black Skylands. Did Sean leave now? That was not the Paths of the Dark, but it's now Kennethan After Dark, or this is PAX. Just the PAX. And today or tomorrow, I'll play some demos. I wanted to show everybody the goodness of these games. You know, so right now I'm just going through my list of games that I found. There's one interesting called Ranch. I think I was following the composer, and that's why I found this Dreamscaper game. Oh, cool. There's a game called Ranch Simulator. I told this to my kids. I know my daughter, she might have tried this game. The ranch sim. What can you say? Okay, I mean, you're literally taking a dilapidated ranch and you're rebuilding it. You know, at first it reminded me of Fallout, but it's a little less Fallout because there's less. Well, what I can tell so far, there's a lot of pre-mades that you had to already made for you, so it wasn't like you're creating something brand new. There is physics simulators in this thing. I was driving a truck, a Jeep, and things bounced out of it. And the other thing was the fact that I had to go mow the lawn. I didn't have a lawn mower at first. I finally found one. So that was interesting. Another one I call Black Book. I call it an interesting story-based game that has some Bible references and Slavic lore. So Black Book Prologue.
Let me tell you a story that my babushka told me when I was but a small child. It happened in Shedden, a town not far from here, surrounded by wheat fields and pine trees. In that town lived Vasilisa, a young girl orphaned since early childhood. She was chosen to be brought up to be a Zanatka. That's what we call sorceresses around here. Zanatkas can do many things, but one of their main abilities is to speak directly to spirits and battle them if they must. Soon enough, Vasilisa fell in love with a man. The life of a Zanatka leaves no room for a peaceful marriage, and so Vasilisa decided to throw away her teachings, something that she would later come to regret. Soon, a terrible thing happened. The man killed himself before he and Vasilisa could be married, and no one knew the reason. Those who take their own lives are doomed to an eternity in hell, a truth Vasilisa could not accept. Her teacher, old Egord, gave her the legendary artifact, the Black Book. It is said that the book will grant a worthy wielder any wish. But will it be able to bring him back? Asked Vasilisa. Yes, if you open all 7 of its seals, Egord replied. And so, Vasilisa and Egord set out to find a way to unlock the seals and bring Vasilisa's beloved back to life. That is how their story begins.
Artwork is kind of cool. What does intrigue me at times is the artwork, music a little bit, you know, but also what the game, the story's about. All right, I said, take a peek into the haunting and mysterious world of a Slavic mythos in Black Box. Prologue, a vital chapter in the story of Valisia, a young sorceress, travel across the rural countryside as you aid common folk in battle evil forces using a card-based combat system. Again, these are people doing cards in your different ways. This next one, I have it on a maybe. The only reason why I thought it was interesting because it reminded me of Lucasfilms. Cards, they are back, yeah. 9 Witches. This has a Lucas Arts feel to it. That's the only reason why I even thought about it. I'm a fan of the old was it Maniac Mansion or the pirate one? I forget the name now, but you do have to use things. You have to, you know, so there are elements of this, okay? Right now it's on sale, you know, obviously because we have the PAX discount going on right now. I'm not a big fan of 8-bit graphics. That's the only downside. The only reason why I thought about this is because it reminded me of LucasArts. Another one is a game called Tuhu. And it is, you would think it's nearly not up my alley at all, okay? But it was interesting. I liked the way the art style was, including the gameplay. It was just interesting.
Welcome to the world of Tohu. We're here today to take a closer look at the game and to provide a sneak peek at some of the weird and wonderful characters, puzzles, and adventures that wait within.
Tohu. Tohu?
In Tohu, you play as a young, unassuming heroine known as the Girl, as she embarks on an extraordinary journey to save her unusual home from certain doom. The game takes place across a fantastical other world, one that is formed by a network of small living and breathing fish planets. After the arrival of a strange, shadowy creature, the sacred engine that is key to this fishy world is broken, putting all life on the planets under threat.
It's kind of a puzzle game.
The girl will encounter all manner of eccentric characters and visit many bizarre and wonderful locations. But there will also be unusual scenarios and other inconvenient situations that will prevent her progress. It's up to you as the player to guide the girl and help solve all kinds of intriguing conundrums and challenging puzzles.
I think I've heard of Spirit Wayfarer.
By her mechanical alter ego, Cubis, and you can swap between them
7 minutes.
at any time.
Spirit. Wait. No, I've not played this game. But next up, yeah, Going Under. You mentioned Going Under. I did try the game. It was kind of cool, kind of cute. It's on my list. But on my list of maybes, not my yes or maybe yes. The biggest thing my biggest problem was fitting was the goal. Internship. Now she's fighting monsters. I like the stapler. Stapler was really cool. Driving the car, yeah, driving the car too is kind of fun. It's interesting, you know? Satirical dungeon crawler about exploring the cursed ruins of failed tech startups. With an unpaid intern in the dystopian city of Neo Cascadia, you'll wield office junk as weaponry as you make your way through the offbeat procedural dungeons beneath your company campus. Yeah, Neo Cascadia. In other words, the Pacific Northwest. Another game I can't stream is called Scavengers. It's in a right now test mode, but I think I can show you at least the store page, right? I mean, I can't. No store page, huh? Gav. It literally has a thing on it saying you can't stream it, okay? It's in early beta. So right now they're in a stress test right now, okay? What the idea is that, so you can't, you know, 19 shots or anything, okay? The idea is you go in, it's like a three-person group, like Apex Legends. You jump in, you pick your explorer. You jump in and you start collecting stuff. It's a battle royale like Apex Legends, but you're in a cold world. Be careful of the cold, because you get frozen, get near the heaters at times, right? Get when a storm comes, get into a building, and eventually you guys collect stuff, and you all head toward the final dropship. And the final battle can be there because you've collected all the different things, and if you die, they collect your stuff before you get on board and transferring everything. So it's an interesting idea, okay? Yeah, it's like an NDA. They literally say on the you log in, you can't stream this. Like, fine, okay, you know. So another game I thought was interesting was the last show of Mr. Chardish. The only problem I had with this, I'll show you this guy's gameplay, okay, is that I couldn't get this far. You know, I literally got stopped at a spot where I couldn't get any further. So I don't know why this guy can show more, but you're exploring this guy's oh, yeah, that's why. You're basically, you're going back to, you as an actor is going back to this place where this guy's, you know, and that's the reason why I gotta push stuff around. Huh. Yeah, my problem is that I didn't push stuff around. Like a full chapter of a game, or like you got stuck because of a bug. I don't know. I assumed it was because of a bug, but that's interesting how you moved that thing. Now all of a sudden the stairs appears. I didn't get any E button. That's why I'm like, okay. I don't know. But I like the artwork, kind of cool. Okay, so back to my library. You're a gun. Yes, you're a gun. That's what it says. You are a Gun. You're a gun. Okay, and you basically are, yeah, you just shoot stuff, man. You shoot stuff. You are a gun because you're a mech.
All right, men, listen up. Machines
Like being a mech, here you are.
And now we have to get it back. And remember, you're not just a mech operator.
You're a gun. It's fun.
You are a gun. Stop the machine revolution.
The only thing is, again, like some of these games, what is the end goal?
Don't forget.
I always ask this when I see a game, like, that's kind of cool, but what's the end goal? Cool game, what's the end goal? You know, what is the purpose of the game? If you're just here to smash and blow things up and that's it, you're fine. Yes, it's still not WoW. I told you this is PAX, only the PAX. Can't you read what it says on my title thing? Missed you not explaining your thoughts, part 2. That was a fun game, you know. Control the deadliest weapon humanity has ever created in this challenging top-down shooter. Use your instinct to create a tactical combo and wreak havoc against countless enemy AI forces. Alright, so the other game is called Main Assembly. This one requires a lot more time, okay, to make stuff. I mean, you can be very creative in this game. You figure out the mechanics, you are like this. Look at this. You can make these, okay? These are, whether or not the devs did this or other people did it, right? This is what the game's all about. You can do these things. You can make these robots. You can make, well, a face, I guess, and a... Wow, this is incredible. Star Wars! There you go. Wait. Missed you not explaining your thoughts, part 2. This morning, and I will continue to show people why they shouldn't follow Hillsong and their theology. Wow, it's a bad time. What do you... Over in GMA or something else? Yeah, I know Hillsong has issues, okay, so... Uh-oh. Call you to stream analyzing. Okay, Logan Paul. Really? Why would anyone want to watch anything of interviewing Logan Paul? Anyway, so here's this thing. Off my headset. My headset is ran out of power. Plug it in. Anyways. Yeah, I know. You know what's kind of sad? Here I am now officially 56 years old as of last Friday, and it was I could live with not knowing certain things, but that I know who Logan Paul is, like, okay. I'm so glad Bug Snacks is going to be on PC. I thought it was just a PS5 exclusive. I don't even know what Bug Snacks is. All right, next game is I haven't quite finished this game yet. Okay, I started playing it, called Plebby Quest. Okay, and you're playing during the Crusades. Apparently, there's not a what? Sorry. Anyways, wait, it's no longer a demo anymore? Oh, the demo's done. Wow. How many demos will be offline already? Eek. I hadn't thought about how many demos would be. I mean, I did consider that, okay? Maybe, oh, thank you. Happy belated birthday, Ken. Thank you, Raina. Thank you. It was last Friday. Let's see. Plebby Quest. Where is Plebby? Plebby Quest. Here you go. Here's the video for it. Pied Pipers. After a long wait, the forgotten history now begins. For a ruler dreaming of building an empire. Caterpillar just unfolds. That's on his theology and knows me more than Logan Paul. Especially a supposed pastor didn't even get why to choose one until Jesus right. Anyways, what's kind of cool is the snarkiness of all this when you're the ruler. Kind of funny a little bit. The artwork is interesting, to say the least, you know. So anyway, that's a game, but apparently it is no longer. Wow. I barely played the demo before it was gone. Wow, okay. It's now a purchase. Okay, well, that's now. And the last one I thought was I saw it at PAX last year, so it's a year later now. And it's called Destiny's Sword. Okay, it's kind of entertaining in regards to how you're doing things, but I'm having I had a problem with the artwork. Okay, not the artwork, the play style in a sense. I don't mind all this stuff and learning how to do things and how to build your team up. It's this, okay? The fighting seemed to be always the same fight. And I'm like, I don't get the... I kept dying. My team kept dying. I'm like, something's missing here, okay? It's just me, maybe. I think it has to do with the fact that I didn't play the game right, so... That's why I have it on my list as being a no, but I still will keep it here because I thought, why not? Hubby Quest looks like there's some depth to it. Oh yeah, there is. And charm. When I was playing it, I was playing one of the guys who was Suleiman's sons. You know, snarky little, spoiled little guy, right? Who basically was off in Mosul, womanizing people, and I've been called back to court to basically help, you know, eventually ideas that you need to go back and conquer the world because you got the Byzantines to the west, you got Jerusalem with the Crusaders to the south, and you got other empires to the east, and you slowly got to rebuild up again. So I thought that was interesting. So those were the ones I thought were the ones I wanted to keep playing again, and I wanted to share with all you guys, with maybe playing a demo of it, you know, while chatting. Overall, I said that one of the best panels I saw was, I'm trying to find it. I know I did. I sent it to Zeal and Solomon for our show, and thought about talking about our MMO show. Was here we go.
Hello everyone, welcome to our Future of Online Games panel here at PAX Online 2020. I'm Margaret Crone and I'm joined by a whole slew of amazing people. Online games have been with us for more than 2 decades. Now, as we enter a new era in gaming, there are new...
I had to watch this, okay? You know the Future of Online Games. John Smedley, who you might not know, was originally director of Sony Online, SOE. You know, been involved with EverQuest and all the kind of things, but he left. I think SOE sold it to sell all to Daybreak. He went to Amazon Game Studios, and he says that he's not working on New World. He's working on a game that has somewhat. He said, look at the painting behind him. I think it's Monet. That painting from behind him kind of gives you an idea of influencing the game. So Steven Sharif, who basically made money in other places, but is a gamer, so he put a lot of money into Ashes of Creation. It looks really good, okay? It hasn't come out yet, but I did Kickstarter it. Chris Perkins is on Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen. Other good games coming out. I have not actually Kickstarted that at all. And then J. Todd Coleman from Crowfall, which I also Kickstarted. So this panel was really cool in listening to all these 4 talk about the future of online games. Because having been there from the past, having been there since the beginning, you know, New World looks like it's going to be awful after hearing Amazon's already working on their MMO. They've always been working on their MMO, okay? They've been working on New World wasn't the only thing in their wheelhouse. They already talked about doing a Lord of the Rings type of game. I talked about doing other stuff too. So it was never going to be just one game. So anyway, yeah, so that was a good panel. I enjoyed. Right in the first game. Well, that's different. What was interesting was some games I thought just were a no. Okay, I tried a game demo called Game Detective. Like, no. There's a game coming out where your Wikipedia, okay, of the year 2000 or 2084, okay, and you start rabbit diving into all the different Wikipedia things back then. I was not going to play the game where I could build a hell. Okay, you can be the Satan fighting hell. I said I wasn't going to do the horror ones. Definitely was not going to do the horror erotic ones. Okay. Well, there was a game out there that was kind of interesting. It was literally called Model Builder, where you actually build a model. I mean, in game, you take a plastic model. You're in the game, plastic model. You snip off the pieces of plastic. You file down the edges. You glue it together. And I'm like, if I really want to do a model, I'll do it in real life. Now, maybe I will show you guys. I mean, like, maybe if I was to actually do a model, I would turn on my alternate camera, okay, and you can watch me do a model right here on my desk, okay. So I don't know, So there you go. So, but I thought that was interesting. Lot of side-scrolling games. Not a big fan of those. That's fine. If you're a fan of side-scrolling game, it's great. Because there are a lot of them out there that are showing. I didn't really look at many of them all along the way. Whether they're platformers, beat 'em ups, RPGs, or even shooters. Okay. There is several VR that was mentioned. I didn't see a lot of MMORPGs, okay, at this place. There wasn't a lot of AAA games mentioned. There wasn't a lot of AAA studios there. I mean, yes, we understand that Gearbox was there talking about another DLC for Borderlands 3. Yes, Bethesda was there talking about their games already existing. But there wasn't. I didn't see. There was no Blizzard or Activision. Even we had the MMORPG panel. Those guys didn't show anything off. Really, there was no gameplay for Crowfall or Pantheon or any of them. So it was kind of small in that regard. I think because of the online presence of other games going on right now. There was the Gamescom that happened last month that did some releasings when Shadowlands was announced. So I think that they might have taken some of their money and put in the other places. So I don't know. It just wasn't the same thing, it felt like. So I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a different world right now. Okay, it's the whole idea. There were a lot of things that were talked about, but not really on my hit parade. I mean, I working Thursday and not watching any of the panels on Thursday didn't really lose anything. So anyways, there was a lot of good games out there. So what I love about the fact there's a lot of indie developers. So I'm going to shout out to a couple of companies I did not know existed and I was really impressed with. Okay. One was Team 17, been around for 30 years. I never played a game called Worms. Now, I didn't really hear about it, okay? They did announce a Battle Royale version of their game Worms. Whatever, okay? I mean, so they announced they had at Team 17 mission Crown Trick, Greek, Memoirs of Azure, Going Under, Hammer Team, Main Assembly, Monster Sanctuary, Moving Out, Neon Abyss, Overcooked, All You Can Eat, The Survivalist, and Worms Rumble. I mean, they're not just a game developer, but also a publisher these days. They used to be working with other companies. Tiny Build has been there before. I've seen them at PAX. You can see their little banner up there on my screen. They're the ones that did Black Skylands. They've also did a Cartel Tycoon. I'm sorry. I started playing Cartel Tycoon, and I'm literally a drug lord building an empire. I said no. Immediately stopped it, and I removed it. Hello Neighbor 2 is coming out. Hellpoint, Kill a Fire, Mayhem in Single Valley, Not for Broadcast, Raw Men, Trash Sailors, and Undungeon. Now, Trash Sailors apparently is a co-op up to four. I didn't try it because it's a co-op game, but my one daughter mentioned it, so she seemed pretty excited about it. The other company I wanted to mention that I hadn't really known about before it wasn't like it's not that I didn't know about them. It's actually more of a country versus a game company. Okay, and that's our friends from Poland. Holy mackerel! I mean, we all know about Witcher, Cyberpunk 2077 coming, all these things coming out of CD Projekt Red. Okay, but I was shocked by the number of games that I did not realize came from Poland, and how much they were working on games and how much they were just dealing with games. They had a not panel, but a listing here called the Indie Games Poland Foundation, and they kind of worked together a little bit. They even had a panel interviewing some of the people working at it, because I didn't know that Frostpunk was from Poland. Great game, I love it. Okay, I've been playing it, and so that was kind of interesting. So some games that are coming out of Poland are like Fury Unleashed, Gatewalkers, Hell Architect, again, build your own hell, Hellish Court, Lust from Beyond, again, Horror and Erotica, nope, Model Builder, Natural Instincts, Prison Simulator, yes, you are a prison guard, Rustler, yes, think of GTA in the medieval world. Well, I didn't want to play it anymore. Sad RPG, a social anxiety role-playing game, Siege Survival Glory of Victims, which you saw, Stargaze, Strings Theory, The Last Show of Mr. Charges. This is the Zodiac speaking. Yes, it's about the detective finding about the Zodiac killer. Eurogun and Werewolf the Apocalypse. Some of those games you saw me playing just now. So I was really, our Polish friends are building incredible games. Okay, so I'm just shocked. Okay, dumbfounded. What's kind of funny, interesting, was listening to the panel and talking about, yes, back when we were under communism, how they couldn't do things, or they finally got a computer, oh my gosh, or a copy of a game, it was a big thing. And obviously, ever since they came out of communism, and what they've been doing with regards to just their country itself, they're one of America's biggest allies, okay, right now in Europe, and they are doing incredible. Check out the further adventures of Kennethan by liking and subscribing and watching me live on twitch.tv/Kennethan.